Artificial intelligence can now write software, diagnose disease, and pass the bar exam. Yet for all its sophistication, this intelligence remains confined within the glass boundaries of our phones and laptops. The physical environments where we actually spend our time, restaurants, retail stores, and transit hubs, have been excluded from this intelligence revolution. There is a persistent paradox at the center of the industry. The most advanced technology humanity has ever built often fails when it encounters a normal, noisy room. Today, AI acts more like a high-end search engine sitting in your pocket waiting for a prompt, rather than a system that can actually participate in the physical world. Real-world environments are chaotic. Voices overlap, background music blurs the room, and multiple people often speak at once. This illustrates the cocktail party problem. Standard voice AI is designed for a single speaker in a quiet room. When faced with a busy drive-through or a crowded lobby, the model's ability to isolate a command breaks down completely. Solving this requires a shift from audio-only processing to multimodal fusion. By layering visual data, tracking gaze direction and lip movement, a system can definitively isolate the speaker addressing it from the background noise of the crowd. Without the sensory context to determine who is talking and when to engage, AI will remain locked behind screens, unable to function in the public spaces where we live and transact. This creates a massive market blind spot, and the current leaders of the tech industry are structurally unable to address it. Big tech companies are incentivized to keep users tethered to personal devices and operating systems. Pivoting to the unglamorous work of physical world deployment and hardware integration would compromise their existing software-only business models. Meanwhile, the hardware manufacturers building kiosks and service robots specialize in metal and plastic. They lack the specialized software infrastructure needed to maintain persistent, intelligent relationships with users. AIVAS is bridging this gap by building a dedicated interaction layer, the software bridge that lets advanced intelligence operate through physical hardware in shared environments. By claiming this middle ground, the company is positioning itself to control the primary interface between humans and AI in the physical world. The first component of this system is IM, the AI interaction model. It is an API designed specifically for the walk-up screens we interact with every day. IM fuses audio and video streams at the edge, allowing it to determine exactly who is addressing a kiosk and when to stay silent. It acts like a socially aware host rather than a static computer. The product has already secured a partnership with EASI, a regional point-of-sale distributor, deploying across 4,000 kiosks in Southeast Asia. Because AIM can detect a customer's hesitation or a specific conversational tone, it can suggest relevant add-ons that fit the natural flow of the order. This replaces static menus with active sales logic, consistently increasing transaction value. The second half of the platform is AIVA, a personal AI that lives on the user's mobile device. Unlike reactive chatbots that wait for a prompt, AIVA is proactive. It maintains a persistent memory of your goals and preferences, initiating contact to provide updates or follow up on previous tasks. AIVA utilizes the same interaction architecture as the physical kiosks. This allows it to hold clear, multi-speaker voice calls in a loud car or a busy office where traditional voice assistants fail to parse the input. The result is an AI designed to travel with the user through the noise of the real world, rather than requiring a quiet, controlled environment to function. The platform's full potential is realized when these two separate products collide. When an AIVA user approaches an AIM-enabled kiosk, it recognizes them instantly. The screen transforms, pulling their conversation and preferences directly from their personal device. This creates an unbroken thread of memory. A traveler can check into a hotel or order at a bank, and the local interface already knows who they are and what they need. This shift turns anonymous public spaces into personalized, continuous experiences, fundamentally changing how we expect to engage with our surroundings. This creates a self-reinforcing network. Real-world data improves AIVA's voice, while millions of AIVA users make every new kiosk more valuable. This builds a defensible monopoly. Foundation model providers cannot enter the distributor channel without abandoning their core business of self-serve APIs. Kiosk makers are equally restricted. They lack the consumer-facing DNA and the brand trust required to manage deep personal AI relationships. By controlling both the physical infrastructure and the personal relationship, AIVAS is securing the essential interaction layer that will define the next decade of AI.